Nitubatangira muno kuhuliriza iraka lya Bunyoro kuruga kuno mu diaspora hano mu TGM Radio. Nitubatangira muno kuhuliriza iraka lya Bunyoro kuruga kuno mu diaspora hano mu TGM Radio. Nitubatangira muno kuhuliriza iraka lya Bunyoro kuruga kuno mu diaspora hano mu TGM Radio.
Hello, welcome viewers and listeners. Niryo iraka lya Bunyoro diaspora. As usual, it's Caroline Ajuna Kivuka Atenyi, the host. Ninyenda buno kubatangira kirokinu. As you always, the show will be in English and in Runyoro, the language spoken by the people from the west, from Bunyoro, they found in the western part of Uganda. Motionko Wumbagambireyo, this is iraka lya Bunyoro. Hati ninyenda kubajukiza. Last week we were privileged and honored to have hosted Caesar Kajura Akiki, who really did a very good job for us, and he played beautiful sounds, and he was with his music instrument, that is the saxophone. Hati, today with me, I'm privileged to be hosting one of some of our beautiful and lovely ladies, amazing ladies within the community of Bunyoro-Kitara Kingdom here in the UK. And they are both, we are privileged that they are all both here with us in the studio. And nibaija kuba nibabaza ebigambo bike ha topic yaitu ya kiro kinu. Hati ninyenda kubaijukiza as usual. You can call in, you can join us on Facebook Live and all our social media. Iraka lya Bunyoro brought to you by TGM Radio and sponsored by Bunyoro-Kitara Development Association. Hati ninyenda kuba n'obugambo obwo buke, ninyenda kusaba aba guests baitu abali mu studio tonight babe obugambo buke oba kubagambira about themselves, and then we will start the show immediately and we will discuss the topic today. Kobombagambire, these two amazing ladies are just with us here in the studio, and I will ask Amooti abanze yebazeho atugambire who she is here in the UK, and then we will take it from there and we'll ask Abwooli nawe abeye kyakubaza about herself here in the UK, and we'll begin the show. Otyo muno Amooti webali muno kuikiriza kuija kuba hamnaitwe kanu kiro kinu baho bugambo buke obwokugambira ba viewers na ba listeners baitu.
Webale mundo atenyi Caroline Mrs. Kibuka. Nyowe banyeta Jole Masebo Rukambuza, nzarwa Hoima, bizarwa ya Hoima, nikara hanu mu UK, kaba nikyali kuija hanu I was a teacher, kaba nisomesa. Kyonka hati nkora mu NHS.
Amazing. Niwogo ninja kuba nimbagamba more about them by nebinde bakusereka bite. I'll tell you more about Amooti as we go, we continue our show. Otyo muno Abwooli webale muno kuikiriza kuba hamnaitwe today bayo bugambo buke obwokwebaza haba viewers baitu osole kumanya nkobo muhulira Amooti. She is a person who works with the National Health Services here in the UK. Na Abwooli nawe abeho bike ebyakwebazaho. Otyo muno Abwooli.
Hello. Mwebale muno kutweta harubazo runo mabala gange ninyowe Maureen ALinda Abwooli nanyoba nza Hoima ndinzarwa ya Hoima kandi nikara hano mu UK. Nkajana kusoma kandi bunamazire kusoma. I started working with the local government, so and I've continued to work with the local government within the social services within children and families.
Amazing. Niwogo Abwooli nkomuhulire akora mu social care, and she has been working with children here in the UK. Hati tulo mikono yamani mikono egumire tonight, and so as they have already described talked about themselves, ngenda straight away kubahabuzayo obugambo obukaguzo buke about the topic today, which is food and cultural dishes in Bunyoro-Kitara. Hati Amooti. What abu Amooti na Abwooli? Kyonkani think I will first ask Amooti, what food is indigenous to the Bunyoro-Kitara kingdom or Bunyoro-Kitara people?
Okay, hati omu Bunyoro ebyo kulya byonyine bimanyiro kimukuru gaira ebyo abantu balyaga oburo nikyo kyabaga kyokulya kyokubanza. Oburo obwo bwalimwaga babusiga tibabulima bagamba kusiga oburo. Kandi ekirungi ky'oburo bwikaraho tibusisikara bwangu. Bwaikaraga abantu bagendaga nibasiga oburo oburo uniting abantu buteraniza abantu kaniko ngambe habo kuba emyaka yaira buli haye kyaro kyona kyagendaga kusiga oburo w'omuntu w'omu nibasiga oburo ni bamara ni bagaruka ni baliya together ni baliya hamu no kubugesa niko babugesaga hamu ni babwahura omunguli engulege tujagiboleke aho buturagihikaho kyo kuliye kinde kimbanye nda kinkuja kubazaho muhogo hamu nebitakuri buturabantu kyayeyongerayo.
Hati ogo ni wa Amooti abagambire our major food that we the people from Bunyoro used to eat or still eat is millet, muhogo, which is cassava, and potato.
Yes, sweet
So
potatoes.
sweet potato, which is ebitakuli omurunyoro. Hati najja kubana explaining more about how oburo, main being that millet is our staple food that every munyoro loves to eat. So we take it to be a very important food for us. So she would elaborate more of how it is calculated. Nkobwagambire kugesa tibabulima babugesa. Babusiga. So ajja kubaana ki-explaininga n'atwoleka n'ebintu byonna nk'obugenda hati nkwenda garuka hala Abwooli mukubiki or dishes ki ezitukozesa muno omubunyoro or that is indigenous to Bunyoro-Kitara people.
Okay. Mu Bunyoro we are really privileged, and because our background is from the Luo, we came with that culture when in the olden days when there was migration. So osanga most abanyoro tibachumba omukubi like one standalone dish kangabenke ebihimba. Hati nka Amooti kwagambire bubachumba akaro basakuchumbira ebihimba nibatekamu ebinyobwa rundi nibatekamu amachandi. And usually wabalize ha ebyo kusiga oburo bubamalaga kusiga oburo nibagaruka omuka nibahotora akaro nibachumba na ebihimba biri muki ebinyobwa, which is called enyobwo. And that one is very important on such occasions and special. And also abanyoro abamu abakaba bali well off nkabahuma bakaba inente babaga nenyama n'abatali well off babaga nokuhiga nibagenda nibahiga enyama nibagireta omuka nibagitalika omukalo ogu nibagwanika niguwomba rundi bamazire gutalika hamuro nibagwahura kandi omulingo gwabalize hanguli babaga even n'obutandaro so that hakabataro fridges, then the meat will be aired out etabahamwe kasiskara. Then abanyoro we are very lucky to vegetables. As we were growing up, most of in Uganda we call them greens. To a lot of greens. Haronke dodo, haroho enswiga ezo bakira nazo kubiteka ombihimba njakuba nimba manyisa ebihimba bakira kuteka mu enswiga. Then haroho eyobyo neteke. Those are very special dishes which I'll also elaborate on later. Then haroho ebisunsa. By the way, ebisunsa, that's very nutritional. I managed to find out that ebisunsa is very nutritional. So there's another vegetable which is very bitter. Obugora. Yes. Obugora will be very good for nutrition. Kana bo babuchumba bondi babutamu ebinyobwa abandi babuteka omubihimba abandi buba like standalone dish ni babuchumbira habyo kulya like steamed food.
Wow.
Yeah. So njakuba nineyongera. Then also we are very privileged mu Bunyoro to Lake Albert.
Yep.
Lake Albert apparently is very good with fish. The fish from Lake Albert is much better even than that from Lake Victoria. Fish in omega-3. That's why you see our young children growing up in Hoima, they were not malnourished. But in omega-3. And apparently there is a saying that omega-3 was very good for the children, and that's why we have so many mathematicians in Bunyoro. That's the saying. Amazing. Yeah, so I'll be elaborating more on ebyokuchumba emikubi eno. We've got a lot of variety of emikubi. Then ebinyobwa, hariho ebinyobwa bibachumba nibasekura bibisi, ebindi babikaranga hamuro, ebyo bayihamu ekipoli. Ekipoli kino kyobo nibateka either omu vegetables, rundi ombihimba, abandi bakichumba kiyonka, rundi obuchuzi. So I'll be elaborating on all these individual sources as we go along.
Amazing. Nkamuhulire abanyoro n'abanyoro kati n'aba friends ba Bunyoro itwe abanyoro tumanyire kuba ba mathematicians. That's what one of Abwooli nko bwatugambire habwenchwege tam Lake Albert. We all know, and most of us who have been in Bunyoro have tasted that fish. I know it is sold in all over the markets in Bunyoro. Enchwegyo ebamo obugufa bwingi. Let me just explain. I think it's the one. Ebamo obugufa bwingi kandi eri omunyo gwingi. So that is the nutritious fish we have in Lake Albert that all of us must try out if we haven't tried it out as a Bunyoro. And if we have, we should tell more about it to entire world so they can come and taste that amazing fish that we have in Lake Albert. Hati, Amooti.
Kate.
Nkwenda ogarukemu oburo obwo ukwenda tumanye emitendere y'oburo. Otugambirege bagesa oburo buno babulimira. How many times in a year do we kusiga oburo?
Hata oburo obwo bugira bwetaaga obwire bwingi kubukoraho ebintu byona mpaka kwika hali mu buchumbira. Na habwekyo oburo babulima murundi gumo mu mwaka. Wow. Kandi nkokumbagambirege kurugayira abantu bona bayeteranzagani balimu oburo. So AKM yabagana erimu oburo bwingi obukujja kumara akasumi kakoto. So oburo babulimaga once a year murundi gumo mwaka.
Omurundi gumo. Okay. Hata oburo babulimire babuhireyo otugambe babwahuraga
omunguli
engule gyo eina tubaitwine kisani kyakyo engineer ajja kuba nagitolekya. It's like a small hut where they used to keep the millet, and the millet would be that's the engule. Hati enguli niho bayahuraga oburo. Is it still the same process up to now?
Nangwa hati ebintu bikagana bihinduka. Ira hali bantu bayahuliraga omunguli, there was trust.
Yes.
Abantu mbyaro nibesigangana nibabungirangana nibayambangana. Hati nkakaguza my aunt Mrs. Nyendu hana mugamba abo kwa nyonka kurani ningendago mwanyine kunyogwe nindore enguli. Na mugamba kike kyabahiro hanguli yangamba mwana wange enguli abantu bayibaga oburo. Abantu oburo babuyibaga na habwe ekyo enguli tizikyaroho. Wow. Baitu nyowe halina berire ndi mwana muto na humurago mwanyine kunyo nindore enguli. Baitu atenguli tizikyaro abantu bahura oburo umaju.
Obusuma buhingura ine mu Bunyoro bana Uganda yona hati traditional yaite yo kwahura oburo omunguli tekyaro hati obuyireyo babulesere tukwenda tugambire process y'oburo bunabo kuba oburo buno many people are interested in knowing about it because it's eaten apparently in almost every part of Uganda. I know the Banyankoles eat oburo, abatoro batahiba ito abanyakaitu banyanya baitu bali oburo easti abatesos they eat buro genda north oburo buli eaten almost everywhere in Uganda. Hati babukora bata babuhireyo bomere.
Hati bomere babuhireyo babugesere kugesa.
Ego.
Kusiga kubyara. Then group yona ko kubakagenzere nibagendayo ababusigire bayina kuyamba gaini kubugesa.
Okay.
Nibabugesa nibabwanika. Hato babwanika nibo babwahuro munguli. Hato babwihago munguli nibabutera kubutera kwihamwe bisonsu yagebyo. Then bayetagaga kozesa orugali kubusegenya. Orugali tituka hata orugali orwo. Orugali no segenya no ihamu amabale no ihamu ebintu ebibi. Then no mara kusegenya nibo twahikaga hale ekisani murozereke kibabaye batiroho emengo omuntu yagendaga na inamahamenga ho naso oburo obwo abana babiro bintu tibamanyire kusa emengo tibazimanyira atege emengo niko yaisana gate.
Amazing.
No so oburo biro bino abantu oburo babutwara hakiyoma bintu bikahinduka bayitwira ezo emengo hati nabatazimanyire bayingi.
Wow.
No so oburo ira babwahuraga omukasoha. Akasoha kaba made out of clay ibumba.
Yego.
Yabwa protecting agoburo ni bikarabiri fresh. Kande kirungi kyoburo nkoko nkabagambire kyo kulya kyabwangu. Omuntu white kurugayiro white tuwabanzaga kuraganiza ngunkwija kubunga. Wabagola aho omuntu nakonkona. Buli muntu wena abunga omukayo omuntu ombunyoro. Aina kuruga yalire kintu. Na habwekyo oburo bwabaga kyokulya kyabwangu bwangu no kubuhotora. Abo kuba omuntu wena aikaragane ndi ne sano ye.
Okay, oburo bulo munsano tujja kuba ni tugaruka tukubagambira oburo obwo nko babuchumba. Hati Abwooli emikubi enu ogitugambire bagiyagana akatandaala ko mulunyoro baketaga bataako nako tukwenda tukamanye nambere ennyama bagiyawulaga omukalo omulunyoro bageeta omukalo nambere bateeka ebinyoobwa n'okyumbira kimu ennyama yawo omukanaga baketa kanaga.
Well, akatandaalo really nkakuraho imanyo nkakura amanyire nti kibaketa katandaalo kyongo bharaba haliyo omuntu amanyire ibara lindi atugambire maybe in future we can correct that. But ekimanyire habago akatandaalo akaheru abantu ali bahulire banika ebintu ebogeza but kana akatandaalo kabago omundo omunju nka near the kitchen hati nkokuba nka abantu abalina amaju amakota baba na pantry outside it's a pantry where bayahurayo ga dried fish nenkoko nayo bondi babaga bagitalikire nayo ne bagiteeka oku of course atoba kupana ebintu bingi rundi nk'ebihimba babitira mu nsaho ni babiteeka akatandaalo habakuba bwobiteeka hansi bisakutahwamu ebihuka so akatandaalo kabaga kulungi to like storage I would say a cupboard.
Okay.
Niho bayahuraga ki ebintu bya mulingo nk'enyama enkoko so ni babyalira kulungi rundi ebihimba rundi anything ekibatungi even dried vegetable akwatimba ningena kubaza ha mikubi mu Bunyoro tuna emikubi nyingi so mbanyenda kuba mbaliza hanyama kubagikaliraga n'enkoko na fishi baitu haliye ebintu ebindu nabyo ebimba nyenda kubazaho ati nk'ebinyobwa nabyo of course babaga babirimire bakabyaho babinogere bikoma nibabiteeko mu nsaho nabo bakusaa kubyahura bati then hati mbanyenda kubaza ha omugobe. That's a very special dish mu Bunyoro yaitu. Omugobe ogu abantu nanyo nkakura ntamanyire hali guruga kyonka nyine nkurunyo yamanyiza nanyoleka omugobe guruga omu a bean called enkole. Yeah, habako hanu in English I think that's the black eye bean. Hati bubabaga omanyire mu Bunyoro titwabulwaga mukubi bubali mageze enkole nizikiyakura mutaina mukubi nibagenda nibanoga the young shoots the soft leaves
Yeah.
So obazinogaga nibazitwara muka nibazichumba obachumbaga omugobe nibagwanika akatandaalo.
Wow, akatandaalo kali
But
important.
yes, but you will see from other cultures nkoko mu East I was talking to my friend boti baguchumba apparently it's very bitter omugobe on its own kyonka ito baguchumbaho ga then nibagwanika omusana bugwayomaga nibagusekura ubwo abagakutakomere kulungi of course nibaguteeka omukatandaalo to be aired out kyonka obugwakomaga kulungi nibagusekura nibaguteeka ombugogo you know back home I don't know whether they sell it baguteeka ombugogo nibagusiba
nkomugogo gubateeka mu omunyo nago bagusiba omugogo. Amazing.
Yeah. But of course in bigger portions then nibagwahura omukatandaalo nibagusiba gwabaga nigulengeja like so that it's aired out
Amazing.
Yeah. Then nize hati nizezo enkole then obuzakuraga then other kind of beans I have to say bubyabaga bitakezere tukaba twina ebibeeta ebichwachwane.
Wow, ebichwachwane Amooti we ebichwachwane bimanyire
hati ebichwachwane those are runner beans.
Yes. Wow.
Here we call them French beans. Ebichwachwane ebihimba byabaga bitakezere hatari omukubi omumaka nibayihayo ebichwachwane ebyo nibabichumba nabo basoberaga kubisteamingira habyokulya rundi kubichumba. As I was growing up I remember nibachumba ebihimba especially BBC. Remember ebihimba bavani bikura omusiri tibikura all at the same stage so basa ebihimba bikuzire bihikire kulibwa kyonka nebichwachwane birimu so as like a condiment kuteeka mu kirungo bachwaga obwo buchwachwane ne babuteeka ombihimba ne babuchumbiramu.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's like putting vegetables still in what ombihimba which was very good. Then twina emikubi endi twina enkuku
ezo nkakura nibagamba banyoro omunyoro ahute bakuli enkuku.
Enkuku nazo bazichumba baziteekamu ebinyobwa kandi abantu bakira kuzirisa ebitakuli but it depends on what you want. Could be a karo rundi ebihimba rundi muhogo. Then another thing twina obugora kumbaige mbubaza that's the bitter leaf obuba bulungi, and people say that it's very good even for the body. I don't know how true it is that people say it can be like an anti-malaria. Please
But
don't quote me, I don't know, but that's what people say. Because of that bitterness, apparently it can help, I don't know. Then it will enswiga. Buharaba yomuntu wena amanyire what they call enswiga in English. Please let us know about what is manyire.
Aho amanyire enswiga nkobazeeto mu Runyoro Abwooli kaguza hano omurujungu na Amooti tibamanyire enswiga nkobazeeto omurujungu mutuyambe ba viewers baitu nkubarora hano bakohandika
enswiga ezo zabaga nungi
ego
hati ngenda kubanyumiza obuhimba obukwera obubeeta kaitabahuru.
Wow.
Kaitabahuru obu bwabaga ebihimbe bacyumbaga nibya buwango
kaitabahuru tubaitu wino obuhimba obukwera kaitabahuru
hati obu babucyumbaga bwahyaga bwangu ne batamu enswiga kandi the story behind kaitabahuru is that obuhimba obu buli very tasty. Most young single men abahuru babwendaga, so bagenda kandi babucyumba batiremu enswiga bali bonka nibalya muno, apparently balyaga muno they end up dying.
Wow.
Because of overeating. Kandi tibaina ngo abakazi abalaba monitoring to eat less because they loved it so much that they would overeat, not limiting themselves.
Obukaitabahuru obwo nkwenda engineer white abutwoleki abo kwa tubuina obuhimba those white beans abantu bano abanyoro n'abanywani babanyoro basole kuburora obukaitabahuru obwaitaga bahuru abo kuba babutaga muno otyo munaboli na naye Amooti niko mutyo wabumanyire bwayo
nkaba manyire babweta kaitabahuru kyoka nkaba manyire reason why
tibuli ni wobo
baraba kibabwetera kaitabahuru
ego
hati na nyonki yetegerize kanire na viewers abandi bakietegerize nkanyowe
ego engineer kyabusera nitujja ku bantu bolekya mutafayo ukaitabahuru obo turaburora tujja kububolekya Amooli nayongera kugambe emikubi endi eroho tabulini wowo bukaitabahuru but it's all right we will show the kaitabahuru later.
Kaitabahuru egeisana muka baked beans baked beans
they are white beans hati another kind of sauce babetaga ebikeke
yego
ebikeke those are pumpkin flakes bagenaga of course babaga balimire pumpkin emyongo pumpkin is emyongo then nibagisara thinly like flakes nibabyanika and those things also those would be dried and kept for future use kyonka bagichumbiramu ebinyobwa kandi it seems babirisaga mostly bitakulina muhogo alingira nebitoke nakaro but bagitabiramuga ebinyobwa tibabichumbaga bikeke byonka
kikuisana emikubi yahitu ekukira etaburwamu ebinyobwa
habako tukaba titwasikaga
kandi ebinyobwa biri very nutritious
abandi batamu amachande simsim which is known as sesame seed here then mbalize habikeke haliyo nebitontozi mawe ebyo those are the fresh pumpkin beautifully drying that one I also didn't know. So it's fresh pumpkin flakes also boiled nibateka naho ebinyobwa runda machande
so ebinyobwa biri kurusho mu Bunyoro na bweke hata ebinyobwa ebyo babirimira how long how many times in a year do we kubyara ebinyobwa muramu kimanyira bo kuba ebinyobwa bikusana biri kurusho nko oburo ebinyobwa ne bihimu
I'm really not sure. I would think maybe 3 months, but I'm really not certain.
Okay.
Tingonza kubaze kintamanyire kurungi. Baitu kimanyire those are the especially bihimba babibyara buno like three times I would say in a year depending on the season kandi njura bwera banego.
Yego.
Yeah.
Nkoko balizege hamyongo kinde kiruga hamyongo obukora bwe myongo ebo obani bukyali buto ebisunsa babichwani bakora omukubi
amazing
nabo kubanka dodo nabo okuchumba ne bakuchumbira habyo kulya so like it's steamed kandi abanyoreki bakoraga ati obakuchumba nkebitoke nde bitakulindo muhogo bakabiteka mu mbabi haiguru bakateka greens that saves on firewood habo kuba ati bakuchumba byachumbira byokulya no mukubi then han bwarabihaho either akusa kubiteka mu nabihaho then ateka mu ebinyobwa ekipoli kandi kiyabwangu saving the energy which was very good.
Amazing. Hano Mutalindwa Bunyoro akatugamba nti omukama Kabalega was a very healthy man. Yali aga only diet food yali ebintu ebirunge ebyamaani. Kikumanyisa Bunyoro tukarugansi tuli minding about healthy eating. And I think it could have been because of his influence. I don't know, because it seems ite tuchumba mukubi gumu kandi tuchumbe byokulya tuchumba byokulya bimu one type of food Amooti oba tunagahe kindi
mirundi nyingi muno ojja kuchumba ebitakuli byawe oteke ochumbireho na muhogo nka hati nkokutwa emyaka nkokwegenzere negenda nitwege enchumba mpyaka nitutunge byokulya ebindi bikurugo mahanga gandi nkomucheri bino omuntu bwafundikire byokulya byerundika ebitakuli haigura saa kuteka hakantu kandi nkomucheri niguhira haiguru wao nabo niguba steamed nakule byokulya byawe ebyochumbire hansi biri steamed so no bana two types of food nka Maureen ko kwagambire Abwooli ono ngu ebyokulya saa kuchumba do bitembekaniza nokozesa nosobora kubanga okoseze enkunti hito tosisire enku runda makara.
Okay, amazing. Hati obwire ni buija byokulya bino tukusana tutarabimale 1 hour baitu. I just want to appreciate some of our viewers who have tuned in. Some are complimenting on what you have said already. Some are asking questions. So nkwenda just to go through the viewers' comments, and then we will, I think after that we'll go for a break and we'll return after the break. Amooti, Christina Majara, webale mno kutuninga in Amooti na Abwooli atenyi, proud of you. Mwebale mno kusima Abwooli naitwe tutyo. Lydia Kiza, my children loves it so much. Lovely. Webale mno nyakaitu Lydia kusima na abana ba encouraging ni bekala ni babaza orunyoro kugonza Rwakasaija from US. Kusemererwa muno emyenda ya Bunyoro atenye webale kusima Rwakasaija kugonza Rwakasaija onu muhiaka Veni Kashumba webale naiwe kutuninga in wherever you're coming from. Nice. Thank you for appreciating. Amooti Judith Bigirwa webale kuba naitwe hand today omugobe guli important. Amooti Judith Abwooli akuga Abwooli Amooti agambire omugobe gubula very important. Webale muno Amooti ku supplement on that. Diana Kemirembe from US. Me, I failed math.
That you didn't take omega 3
Diana otabe wenga na nyowe ni kuontio tuliwa ingi tukatali enchu nyinga apparently from Lekal, but we will do our best next time if we still have time. Meyombe Patrick Winnie, this one is another person. Thank you so much for joining us. We are very grateful for you to tune in today. Replying Samuel Kitone Arali, we need to get you some like of course he's answering Diana Kemirembe. Mkaikuru atenya alisanzara ebale Maureen Furunyoro is if possible atenyi Mkaikuru abaki okulemesa Abwooli kionkambu Furunyoro. Not really, because we need to educate our people about our food and dishes that we do prepare in Bunyoro. I'm sure some people do not know our Runyoro. I'm sorry, but we will have to mix. Tumuine Nelson, so proud of you, our mothers, for what you are doing to develop Bunyoro. Baba Simire, onu Tumuine Nelson, nawe muhiaka, Tumuine, thank you so much for tuning in. Sarah Ndagire, our musician, Omunyoro White, Azina Fro, who went to Satitso Winyi. We are hosting you next time. Wetegeke Sarah Ndagire, Obaba Amooti. Frederick Banaga, webale, thank you so much for tuning in. I think you're from Masindi. I have seen you before on our show here. Thank you so much for the continuous support. Juliet, Christine, mwebale muno chali nywe na batuningire ini. Hatinko mbagambire muhumuza Tadewa Kiki. Thank you so much. Good show. Watching you live from Kiriza abantu hoko nkati mbimanyire munganyire abantu nkubamanya. My mom is willing to teach the youth Bunyoros in Washington DC. Wow, ogo niwe mama wa Diana Kemirembe. Please contact Diana Kemirembe, mother willing to teach all the younger Bunyoros to cook millet. Peter Kaseta webale kutuninga ino Bunyoro amani webale muno tusemereiro kuba naiwe hamnaiwe hati Amooti na Abwooli abo ba viewers banyu bahati bafokere bafani banyu andi muli ba celebrity muli ha program ya Bunyoro iraka lya Bunyoro mu diaspora tugenda hakuhumura kionka twijagaruka na karo no tusomesa oburo endiro bikibyo nanko babutekamu no karo tusoboye tujakera kolekya nibakahotora na Abwooli naiwe ojagaruka no tugambirayo omukubi ogukira ya mani omu Bunyoro nko bagu preparinga mutyo muno Abanyoro n'Abanyoro kati na aba friends we are going off for break and we'll be returning okuhumura will be returning immediately bye for now.
Another plankton treatment production, Crip King of Entertainment Station, Crip Island Records, your danger. Better tell them this, His Highness. Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima. Tunywa albateni nyemunywa gensoha, tukaremera tulika kabakaya, omukitu kinua bamu batweta tata, mwisonga bamanya atwarukire, titugira na bitabu hali tubyama, kazi bensimbi tubareze mpapura, nkomusana bulikira tukera, ensonga kuba kwahure nsimbi. Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima. Ano muhoima tunyumirwa tukeisa gonze mande, chupa obo nitwegulira, komugezi wena tosemba nacho mkuzi dubuta oba munekebe, nirwo rubuga mu Bunyoro rutagira chuchu gonze bisabuke betonyere, akasente twekolera tusasure misoro sifizi nebinda. Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima. Amatainyo mukama bukama itetunywa bongo, bali afuka itetulia mkatali, na landi lodi bwatongezo saba yankasuni omara no kwasa, tuli bakozi ya mirimo tukera, na bakipesi bakairukayo, Hoima maramiso nagoga kenyira ino bujuwa bafuma bamu babweyokeza, kale nyumiro bundi nesekesa bwotagyanguhira, ekwanguhira. Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima. Murweta rubuga niho twakulire, niho twasomeire, niho tusiyese, niho turabira twefuka motoko wabata twendeze nibagamba twepanka. Industry nkagigura budu irukuku karoko ijo mugabo oina waka, kehayo kabikiro musesero mumeini munu tukeisa buliki, bubusweke ndanga muntu tekoro sasule mpapura telejo keisezayo. Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima. Tunywa albateni nyemunywa gensoha, tukalemeraho tulika kabakaya, omukintu kinua bamu batweta tata, mwisonga bamanya atwarukire, titugira na bitabu hali tubyama, kazi bensimbi tubareze mpapura, nkomusana bulikira tukera, ensonga kuba kwahure nsimbi. Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, empapura telejo keisezayo. Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima. Tunywa albateni nyemunywa gensoha, tukalemeraho tulika kabakaya, omukintu kinua bamu batweta tata, mwisonga bamanya atwarukire, titugira na bitabu hali tubyama, kazi bensimbi tubareze mpapura, nkomusana bulikira tukera, ensonga kuba kwahure nsimbi. Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima, Oikaranga, Ikara Hoima, Orukanga, Nduga Hoima.
Nimuhuliriza iraka lya Bunyoro kuruga mu diaspora on TGM Radio.
Mutyo muno Abanyoro n'Abanyoro-Kati and friends of Bunyoro, thank you so much for kurugayo omukuhumura. Hati tugenda kuba playing irayo a very mini video of how they prepare millet, our staple food. Every Bunyoro must know how to cook the millet. Kandi oburo Amooti jakuba na to explaining how they eat the raw and everything. So enjoy the video, please. Thank you. The first one. Hello, that was a very short video. Muja kutuganyiraho tuina akabaire nika explaining the water process and everything, but Amooti naija kuba na bitu explaining to the second part of where you see oburo buli nibabu hotora. Otyo muno Amooti tugambire oburo nko babutandika bokubaka video kai tukatolekeze the end product of the buro bwenyini.
Okay. Hati oburo nko kumbagage babwahurago mukasoha. Wikara really fresh. Oburo bwa Bunyoro tubutaburamu muhogo. Ensano ya muhogo. Hata oburo butaburamu ensano ya muhogo obo buchumba buba bwesika kurungi. Bwesika kurungi nikyo mayenda gambe kyo. Tibuba nibuguma nko oburo some other cultures tibateka mu muhogo buba nibuguma. Hata oburo bwaitu ekitukora ochumba maize. Amaize ago nigahia. Kyonka kurugayira no mukaba ninyaga kuchumba oburo ni nkura. Amaize obugacha mukaga gahire. No tahaho katito omukikopo no gateka rubaju. Na ye kaguzaga bataho gaki. Kyonka nkakyetegereza with time. Hata oburo bwoba no teka mugo mu ensano omaize gawa gahira ago no rabya mugo muiko. Ekituchumbisa ni gbo muiko. Ngira mukirozerege hali. Hata muiko guno rabya muga no checkinga kumbe kinga sure kwete kurora nguki tibugumire muno obokura buli nibwesika muno no yongera mukakasano no yongera makasano hata obuguma muno gala amaizi go hiroho gahali wateka rubajo no gongera abokwaga bagali gahire already kakaruka hiya bwangu iwo akuchumbo muchumbi niwo manya guko akarukange hati kahigire kukayihura habo kubina okakebera no muiko gwa wogo okuba no rabya mu muiko no keberaga ngo kahikire kakwesika kurungi tikakuguma then no kayihura omundiro endiro endiro nkene nko kuturozerege omuntu umwana ogunayihura omuntu ogagituchumbire nayihura omundire ndire isanete nanyowe ngihura muhano hati oburobo kibabwihura omundiro endire eno emanya kwahura oburobo buli butagata tibirinka nguteka mu microwave butagase no kurugayira endiro zino abantu babaga bagezi endire no muntu aija kujja akererirwe omweserega haki amusana ararugire ku muchachi akererirwe iwo chumbire geira na 2 hours later endire ineja kuboneka yatagasa oburo.
Amazing. Okay, wow, that is a very good process. Amooti to explaining ire not amaizi gaina kuchamuka no teka mu oburo tinja kubimara yonko babibalize tinja mugaruka omukanwa abakuru tibabagaruke bababalize nabwekyo hati nkwenda kusaba Abwooli oba Abwooli obazeho mukubi obazo tugambire tinkumanya musane tuisane ebyokulya binu atali wabolo gamba to mukubi aho Amooti tugambire akaronko bakagoyere tibaita kugoya
kuhotora hata abana ekimbaire mbebirwe akaro migaso ya note migaso baitu akaro kali kekitinisa muno habokuba kakoza occasions nyingi emikoro nyingi akaro no rukeibara oyina kubaho na akaro no niberanga balesero muko akaro kuswerwa akaro buli mukoro gwina kuba akaro
Okay,
no
amazing.
kurukamba baranga nkigambirire
Okigambira, yeah. Hata bwolo omukubi akaro bakatugambire nko bakachumbagira hata abanyura bakira baketegereze n'abanywani bayitu betegereze obulonko babuchumba hati iwe omukubi baguchumba bato gwayito gwonyine ogwokulisa gwokumirisa akaro abanyuro ngo bagamba abandi kumira.
By the way,
kumbira nkoku akarako nikya kibaye kinyebere kiri very important abo kuba kurugaira bagambaga engesombi kuchwankuna akaro omutora agamba kufuta naitwa abanye tugakuchwankuna habo kuba akarako kali kurugaira kabaga okamira gabumira no ihawo nokoza mukubi gwa omurungi munoguli no mira bobo tamizira akaro toli kagonza abantu abakiro binga abagonza akaro bakamira bumira.
Naweke mukawulira karo everyone who eats millet should just swallow millet. Millet tibagichwankuna na engineer waitana sekere nyowe omusajja wange muganda baitu amanyire kumira akaro hata omukubi Amooti mukubi sogo bamirisa karo
hati wewe emikubi eyimbalize ogyo yona yakuba nungi kumirisa akaro as long as kuba erumu akasupu baitu mbanyira to share with you hariho emikubi endi yabanyoro balya kandi akaro nako nikagenda kurungi
ego
abanyoro hati bakasharinga muno these are called drawing vegetables drawing hati nkabantu abandi babyeta like the slimy sauces
ekutanuka
ebikutanukirira
atenya gayegembaze orunyoro
hati this was also came from the Luo hati eteke neyobyo.
Right.
Those would be very good for akaro. Haboku abatakusa kamera ibet kikuyamba bokalya kapsirimuka. I can imagine, yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. Then also I was going to talk about one special dish ebachumbaga hamikoro. Ila habugenyi babakoba izire runda kiro kikuru. Guno omukubi bagweta amachalya. The truth, when I read around it nkabona nganja kuchumba amachalya na nyonga testing hakuwa amachalya gano bagachumba garumu ebintu bingi batekamuga omukaro gwenyama yente harumu ekinyobwa ekipoli ekinyobwa abandi batekamuga amachande nibatekamu esabwe nibateka abandi batamuki borata tungiro esabwe nibatekamu amagita rundi nenswa. So ebi byabaga like it's a delicacy dish byabantu bakuru kandi ntabe ebirwe ombanyore emikubi ende itwina etugira twina enswa n'ensenene kyonka kurugaira bagamaga bakazi tibalya enswa n'ensenene abandi tibalyaga na fish n'amahuli ombiro byeyira okwanyo nkujiko bukani nkula both my grandmothers but shimbiraga tutalye fish muno n'enswa tukalya fish egyo bakabamanyire eri nutritious but tutalya enswa n'ensenene abako nabo tibabiryaga. Kyonka fish egyo bagiguraga nakyo ntugirya but season bwija ensenene nanjye kumanyire ensi yona ya Uganda enda ensenene nibazikwata nibazomya abandi bazisiika then n'enswa enswa ezo bazichumbiramu ebinyobwa stew nibazirisa akaro so nako mukubigwa mukuru gwa maani. Baitu gano amachalya is very important. Apparently yabagaina kuba nyama yente nibatekamu ebinyobwa noko omukaro nibatamu nesabwe na n'enswa. That was a very major delicacy to be served to the in-laws or on a special occasion. Munganyire mbalizo rujungu kyongangira mbyetegereze yabaga kikuru muno kusavinga abakoba izire runa abagenya abakuru.
Amazing. Ati Abwooli atugambira omukubi ogwabako kandi ogwabako baba izire hakuswera bakukweranga tenya akubaza hano byokusweza nawangira ajja kamwa bitugambire kandi omugobe empura nago baguchumba.
Omugobe nikyomba yinyenda kubaza. Omugobe ogu guli very occasional. Nyonkujuka haro this one time tukagenda harufu okwo mukyalo bachumba omugobe n'akaro. Baitu omugobe guti batate mu munyo so nkujuka nikakuza tibatire mu munyo kyonga. That's how it's cooked. Apparently it's a traditional food sauce kugulisa akaro for specific occasions. kyonka mulanganyira timanyire arabaina amanyira aratumanyisa we can always add it on whatever we are going to write.
Amazing.
Habokuba guli very important. Omugobe guli just boiled without salt. Nibagulia hakaro on certain occasion. I don't know what it symbolizes, but this time tukagulia harufu.
Amazing.
But it seems na abakobo baija. Tororanto bundi bubaja babatahi omunchini babaha a special dish. I think ni hiyo akaro no mugobe.
Okay.
Yes.
Hati Abwooli, Amooti we bali muno okutugambira omugobe guli important bagukira go have functions kandi nyomba entamanyire ki omunyo niyo wakingambira kandi bagugaba bagulisa nabako baba bayizire mu buswezi neki omukubiki ogundi ogwo tugambira ogwabako amachalya ebyo nibyo abanyoro balina kuchumbira abami abakuija kuswera omwisiki omunyoro. Hata Amooti nkwendo tugambire byokulya ebindi. Okay. Ebitakuli ebyo mpura bayino mulingo babichumba.
Hati ebitakuli nabyo kandi bagambiro. Ebitakuli kurugairo myaka yaira. Abanyoro kibayendaga mu nebitakuli. Nkahura eri eyibare bitakuli. Niho lyarugiriye kutabiyenda abukaba preferinga go buro obachumbaga ebitakuli baga ebi takuli ebi bitekuli. So niriye ibare ebyo. Hati ebitakuli ebyo binulira abandi hati nikyo babigondeza. Abana bayitubende bitakuli biro bino. Ebitakuli ekirungiki ebitakuli mu Bunyoro byerera emyezi 3 osa bwangu byezereira 3 months ni mutandika kuyiha ebitakuli ekinde kirungiki ebitakuli nko kutugambirege obunanka obukora bwabi bitakuli obu nabo sakubunoga ni babuchumbamu obutobure nababukoramu emikubi babukoramu emikubi twine emikubi nyingi muno greens buli kintu kyacho kikumera nko tukakirozera osakikoramu nanka omukubi so hate bitakule ebyo babisteaminga nabyo it's best steamed omulingo babisteaminga oyalira osaremba bizawe no yalira hansi okwe bigogonyi no teka nanka no taya maize hansi then no teka naka orubabi no type takuli no fundikira nibo biba nutrition zabyo zisigaramu kyonka kandi bitakuli okusobora no kubiteka omukikomi era buli bahembage bikomi rundo mugire kulima njare barumire no hembe kikomi no sindika yikitakule ekyo ni mukiriya ogiyagaruka omukani mukiyayigusire
niyo nyanjukaga bamuzeyi yabitwa twagenda gakulima ni babiteko mumuro mwagenda kugaruka nyona mutakienda nokulya byokulya
mwigusire ekyo
kikomi
ebyo tabihasire kandi nabyo babiri birungi
ekande bagaitamwe ebihimba babiri
hati ebyo bitekamwe ebihimba obitogoseza mu ebihimba byabo no bimbiga no bichonchona hati ebyo bichonchona babyeta omugoyo no lyo mugoyo nako kunura abandi benda kunywesa cyayi ekicayi kyawe kikaru kiruma kasukali no mugoyo ekyo kyamusano mazire
apparently it was also abana babaga batakulya bali bato babachumbira ko ebitakule birimo ebyo mugoyo kandi balinda nibihora then niba slicing kusana kusalanga omugati rundi cake niba baharundi na amaizi rundi na cyayi
ekandi omugude nigogura kigude
ekigude ekyo muhogo hati muhogo ekyo nabyo bitabibyo kule byaitu muno baitu kirungi kya muhogo na yeju nenjara
yego
bakagamba buli kayone esemereyeho nayo no sirigwa muhogo ekirungi kya muhogo osobora weyera osagenda okahaiga heyo kwenda yoga endo kagire kayo kagaruka kasweka tesiskara as long as bobo tagitemero so nikye kirungi kya muhogo gi storage eri natural twina you don't have toina kugiha yoyoda ngabo kuba kande yezeri so no ihaye yo kusobora kuchumbisa ekinde kirungi kya muhogo ezimba bogi chumba muhogo usakuleta umuhogo gumu family yona ni muguriya guri mukoto murungi abo kaguzimba kurungi nigukuigusa hati bogi tabura mu bihimba ukagichonchona yo ebitakulimbye seregeki kigude eneba mugoyo
ate bitakulindiye bigude
kitakuli nike kigude okitekamwe ebihimba kakichonchona muhogo nayo kusakikora kyonkaguba guri
mugoyo hati abanyoro muhulire bitakulinko babikora hati obwire ni ugenda kuba ni butukwata baitu already otugambira omukubi mutugambire bitakuli nko babi preparinga ekigude omugoyo bitakuli ekigude lero bino bigera kutulumya omutwe but omugoyo mugutugambire mihogo how it's prepared and the millet. At engineer White atongereyo obwire dakika 10 hati I would just want to kubakaguza banu bakaguza what beans are good, white beans are good. Sorry kamba someremu some of the viewers bakutugambira hano no French bean or runner beans ekichwachwana ekichwachwane amo ago atenyi Amooti na Abwooli mwebale. Thank you very much. This is a very educative program. Aroha kagwizege hanu. Do you have workshops for to teach people how to cook bino omugude omugoyo akaro omukubi ogukira yamani amachalya mukola yaka workshop
titukatungire workshops kyonka kirimu kutegeka abo katwinayo charity organization endi hanu ekwegesa abana etandike kubegesa orunyoro so tukwenda kubasaba obaramara kwega orunyoro hati batandike kwegesa ku cyumba tujja kwetaburamu tujja kwekaguza kusaba n'abandi bona bali hanu abakusaba kwetaburamu twegesa abana baitu ku cyumba byokuliye ebi abamu babimanyire baitu tibamanyire ku bicyumba kurungino baraba biri.
Okay. Aroha nakaguize kandi ebikobeko nibyo biko
ate ebikobeko byebitoke hate ebitoke tutakabibalizeyo nawe cyo kandi na time ejja kutujya running out of time ebitoke kibitubayege tutabitekire kuba main abukabitabi byokulya byaitu abanyoro kurugayira ebintu byabayira acquired import as we started mixing with other cultures ebitoke bikaruga Buganda mainly kyonka hati no waitu babirima muno bakubiriya muno hata akatogo kabaka ebitoke omucheri nago titugubalizaho nago gukaba acquired gukaruga bikaro bindi hati bakatandika no gulimo waitu so byokulya tuli rich omubyokulya Bunyoro.
Amazing. Abantu bandi babagambire ebitoke it's just some of the food era nko mbaini nyenda kubakaguzo bwire ni bugenda kuturabaho ebintu binu stable food zinu zikyali because you tugambire with the new introduction of new culture tutungire bitoke tutungire omuchere kyonka the staple food are still the ones that we have discussed today. Hanu aroho our roots ogo mumwetegereize our roots Abwooli Patrick Dedo na wakagui abero today atuningire ini ekandi eki lembo orunyoro muija kunyamba ENKOLIBO mukimanyire
ekirembo tukusaba atuyamba
Abwooli Patrick tuterere simu or explainingire ekyokumanyisa nabo kunu ekirembeke tutukimanyire kurungi abanyora baro mu studio esimu yaitu as always the +4 7754572890 Patrick Abwooli borabo soboire otuterera akasimu otugambire ebyokulya binunko babyeta itwe kunu tutubimanyire hati aroho Samuel can we buy aroho anakaguze ebyokulya binu tukusobola kubitunga mu Bunyoro muno mu UK no mu US. Do we have restaurants serving Bunyoro food?
Yeah, tuina restaurants z'abana Uganda tuina na I will call them supermarkets hali tukusagura byokulya most of the food ebitubalizeho hano bibaho kandi na baharo nkabaduka g'Abahindi nabo they've adapted to kutunde byokulya byaitu so really hona local genzire especially hano mu UK especially nka mu London mostly ebyokulya bibamu
nibindi tubihomuka
yes
butugendo bukatuboho bro ensano yobure egyo butugihikia hano abatakimanyire
yes
as long as okuboina airtight container ogita mu freezer nemyaka ebiri ngimaro ino bro
nebihimba nebinyobwa
batugambira ka technique owokuba oyina ensaano y'oburo takwenda esisikale giteeko omu tight container, you keep it in the fridge and it will last freezer and it will last for ages. Nahabweki Abanyoro timwina kuba mutaina oburo omaka ganyu.
Tukubaza abana ba diaspora
ba diaspora
mukaba kyasobora kubwahuro mu nsoha. Abo kwati twina obo clay and so has it made out of clay. So only made out of clay. We kaze byokulya biri fresh.
Amazing. Dorothy Ellengot, thank you so much for tuning in. Nice. Yeah, it's amazing to be presenting such a rich history to all our viewers on Facebook and all the social media. We are actually privileged to be hosting this, to be having this talk right now. Kato Tom, great work. Keep Bunyoro culture live. Yes, watching from Iganga Hospital. Oliyo muna webale. Dieri Karohanga Samu na watuningire ini. Mukuru wa mano no, thank you so much Adieri for tuning in. Abasimire inywe na mwebale mirime imukora. Momo Atenyi mwebale Amooti bakusimire Momo simire muno. Betty Chiarisima, thank you. Omunyakitara wa Mbarara, thank you for tuning in as well. Caroline Birungi namesake, Abwooli na enkoko. Enkoko nayo bagibaliza bwala agibaliza oge enkoko nayo. Steve Atwoki Katuramu is with us. Akatogo ya entonge ya karo. Entonge ya karo. Niyo
karaka gonza muno.
Atwoki ogaruke hanyenki okutuolekeze entonge nko bagikora notekama bakera ba.
Ate entongo gichwa. Bomara gichwa no kwatne kyara kyawo kine kisaija no miga hagatomo ni habamu akahuru akahuru ako niko kataha supu hati supu egegendo mukahuru no mira.
Aha, webale muno Atwoki kutuijukiza mota bayata bitugambire entonge nko bagikora hati nywe na mwetegereze entonge kwata karo no miora no tekamu entonge no tekamu akahuru no tekamu supu no nywa ne supu ya fishi tu abalinda fishi ya Albert kutuha amagezi. Muhumuza Patrick Atwoki bojo mwebale kutunda Bunyoro webale kusima Atwoki. Peter Kaseta, the only Tinjaki was a Tugume Ben is okay. Thank you for tuning in. Bojo inywe na mwebale muno kutuninga tinja kubabaza nywe na kubamarayo ekikobeko Roots Patrick Wesiga oyangira kututerera akasimu kutubalize bintu binu kyali tera akasimu otugambire byokulya binabo okuwayiwe okubimanya kulungi. Ekibitoke, nice to see. Amazing. Samali Barbara, so many new people have turned in. We are very grateful for following us and for supporting us in this great concept of show, selling the culture of Bunyoro, and we are very amazed. Hati tutakarugizre ha show. Mot atuwairege dakika ntaito engineer white. Is there anything you would like to share with our viewers and listeners before we get off air?
Ekinkwenda kusaba Abanyoro abali mu diaspora kwegesa abaana ebyokulya byaite byenzarwa nko kunkabagambire tuina amaduka tukusa kubigura mu continuing and tuba encouraginga nitubaha amani kubagamba ngo ebyokulya byaitu birungi aho kabinde kirisa kingi muno.
Amazing.
Ogo kabiri kusaba kusima bankolireho research, my aunt, my lovely aunt Judith, my cousins abali omuka ba Maureen, my dad, but banyambire muno kutunga some of the information. Tubaire short of time ebintu bingi muno tutubibalizeho
mwijagaruka
tutubalizeho nkoko emihogen bagibo haga abantu nibarubate so many miles kugenda kusoma bira buli umuntu yarugaga narubata kuruga hoyim nagenda kusoma Kampala Kisubi na nibaba bohera nibamera go muhando muri baliya nibararamu emyaka yeira muri abantu bakasoma baru batagani bagenda haramuno so nibabuha muhogo eyo kibwe so tutubaire na time tuganyire but maybe next time tuija kuongererezaaho maybe planninga kuhandikayo tubaye tugambye tuta Abwooli Maureen
tubayige tugambire ntusiima muno ba viewers baitu abatuning in okutwagira kandi tubaye our aim is to research ene tukozere tutandikire kora our aim is to kugihandika so that in future generations people know what we used to eat in the past naba batamanyira kwa abana sakuba manyira kulya muhogo kyonga tamanyene okwesana runde bitakuli so kirungi kuhandika then okatika even nekisani kyabyo so that in future so that people know.
Amazing.
Yeah, and also mbanyenda abakwatimbalizege ibara lya fish, the famous fish from Lake Albert. It's called engasa.
Engasa, the popular fish.
Tingi manyene mu English is called engasa. So nanyo ni malira mbanyenda muno kusima my mukuru wange, my sister Mrs. Amooti. Thank you so much for the support you've given me to research on this. And also muto wange my cousin Sylvia Boki n'abantu ekirego obusani bwakaita bahuru
kyali yebale
muno nsima
mwebale muno abanyoro n'abanyoro kati kuba hamu naitwe today nkubagambire guy will be revealing some secrets from these amazing two ladies in the studio today. Amooti Jole ali hanu naitwe niwe. She is one of the major persons who have done a great job in Bunyoro in Bunyoro-Kitara Development Association, and now we are calling her a lord, elder person of Wakubaza Titugarukamu. She's one of our ladies who are going to be our lord in the community, and so we are very grateful to honor us, and we are very privileged nyowe kuba hamu nimbaza na lord wa Bunyoro-Kitara Association. Omkaikuru Abwooli, although she doesn't want to be called by the name Omkaikuru, niwe omu treasurer waitu, treasurer omunyoro bamwetoha omuketo waitu wa Bunyoro-Kitara Development Association. Esente zaitu azirinzire kurungi for many years, and habwekyo habwakuba alinzire kurungi twasobola kuba able to start this amazing program that is hosted by Bunyoro-Kitara Development Association here in the UK. Mukyara Maureen ALinda niwe akwata ensaho yaitu eyesente naweke omuramulora go mwando ogu mumanyega ina sente mutamuhimba baitu mumuganyire baitu ni wakwate ensaho yaitu. So we are very amazed to have these two lovely ladies, as our advert has been saying. Mwebale muno kutwekitinisa nokuha the voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora. Ekitinasa kinu mwaija omusho yaitu hanu twaba able to host you. Mwebale muno kandi nko mutugambire ebintu bino tubimazireyo kangambe tudde tujabwire bujabura
mali
kubaye kujabura
kujabura.
So we will come back with more about food and dishes in Bunyoro-Kitara, the great kingdom. Our viewers, right, thank you so much for tuning in, and we are going off air as usual. We will be coming back next week at the same time, 7 sharp. With omukuru omutalindwa wa Bunyoro-Kitara Development, Bunyoro-Kitara Kingdom, mukuru owekitinisa Isaac Kalembe, na continuing with the series of Kabalega, our great king. Mutyo muno mukale naitwe mutufollowinge on all our social media. Please know that all our recorded videos are on YouTube and on Bunyoro-Kitara website. Please, you can always go back and listen and listen and listen and continue to encourage us and advise us accordingly. Mwebale muno kutuninga ini mukama alinde. We wish you a very good week ahead of you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Katitira karaire kaboine munywani wako katitira karaire kaboine munywani wako
katitira karaire kaboine munywani wako katitira karaire kaboine munywani wako
akaho imanike gonza karaire kaboine munywani wako akamasini nikegoza karaire kaboine munywani wako akakivale nikegonza karaire kaboine munywani wako akabulisa nikegonza karaire kaboine munywani wako
akagakubirwa nikegonza
karaire kaboine munywani wako
akakagadi nikegonza
karaire kaboine munywani wako Karwaire kabwine munywani wako Amooti ni womwange Karwaire kabwine munywani wako Gonzanga karoko mwiko Karwaire kabwine munywani wako Niwe nyunyusi yo murukyakya Karwaire kabwine munywani wako Omusana ogwehawe Karwaire kabwine munywani wako Engonze zani kurezini Karwaire kabwine munywani wako Otwino twera nkenyange Karwaire kabwine